Okay, we're on Nedarim, Perek Tet, Mishnah Bet. 9th chapter, 2nd Mishnah, 2nd Nedarim. We're talking about Potchin Petach, about opening a Petach, which means that when a person takes a neder and he goes to a Chacham and says, I need Hatarat Nedarim, so the Chacham has to be Potech Petach, has open and opening. Meaning he has to find a way to establish remorse and show that the person, if he had known the ramifications when he took the neder, then of what he was saying, if he had known the ramifications, he wouldn't have done it. And that's real remorse. If you had known that when you took this neder, that it would upset your wife in such a way that it would have hurt your business, if you had known, I would never have taken the neder. That's remorse, and then the Chacham can let you out of it. So now we're going to talk about other types of ptachim, of ways of openings, that a Chacham could examine. V'od Amar Rabbi Eliezer. So this is a continuation of Rabbi Eliezer. In the last Mishnah, we learned that Rabbi Eliezer says you can worry about Kvod Avi v'Imo. If you can say, did you know that by taking this neder, by taking this oath, you would be insulting your parents, you'd be affecting the honor of your parents, whatever. So V'od Amar Rabbi Eliezer also says, Potchin b'nolad. Okay, you can use a petach, you can open with nolad. Nolad is, as we're going to see, a condition that did not exist at the time the person took the neder. Okay, but later development occurred. Chachamim say no, you cannot open with nolad. Let's look at Bartanura. What is nolad? Okay, potchim b'nolad, b'nedarim b'nolad, kagon davar she'eno matzui. Okay, we're going to talk about a nolad that is not matzui. V'nolad v'nitchadesh, it was born and was established achar shenadar, after a person took the neder. V'ilu yada b'sha'at haneder she'itchadesh davar zeh lo haya noder. If you had known that this development was going to occur, you never would have taken the neder. Ketzad, what's an example of this? Amar, a person says, Konam shenei neder le'ish ploni. Konam, it's as if a korban that I will not benefit from this guy. V'na'aseh sofer, and he became a scribe. Or he's marrying off his son, Bikarov beno Bikarov, his son Bikarov soon. Ve'amar, and he says, if I had known that he was going to become a scribe. Scribe in those times, the sofer was also the lawyer. He wrote the contracts, so everybody needs him. Or that he was marrying off his son, lo ayiti noder. Okay, I never would have taken the neder. Or konam I'm never going to walk into this house. And they turned it into a shul. Amar, if he says, if I had known that it was going to turn into a shul, like, yes, I didn't want to go into this house. It used to be, a candy store. And it was too hard for me, so I took a neder, and now I wasn't going to go in the candy store. But now they turned it into the shul. If I had known that they would make it into the shul, lo haiti noder. Rabbi Eliezer matir. Chachamim osrim. Rabbi Eliezer says it's mutar. That's okay. That petach. The petach of nolad is okay. And the Chachamim say it's not okay. So if you ask yourself who is obvious and who's interesting. So it depends. Rabbi Eliezer says it's fine. Why? Because really a person now can show remorse. He didn't know, and now he knows. What about the Chachamim? Ta'amad charata. The Chachamim say the reason of charata, mishum de'ayedei charata ne'ekar haneder mi'ikaro. The charata, the regret, uproots the neder from its base. So the Kati explains, and the Bartanura explains that if it's a nolad hamatsui, that's something that's possible, really obvious that could happen. Okay, if something that's matsui, then yes, you could expect it to happen, and therefore you could have regret. But davar she'eno matsui, something that's not likely to happen, eno nasa neder akur mi'ikaro. You can't say it's uprooted. Ki b'shvil zeh lo haya meniach milidor. Because the person never would have not taken the neder. Who thinks this guy's going to decide to become a scribe? Or, who thinks they're going to turn the candy store into a shul? It's not likely. Meaning, you ask yourself, right now, when you take the neder, had you known that this would happen, not that you know this would happen, but what are the likelihood, what's the effect of what you're going to take the neder at this point in time? So Chachamim say, there's no way to know the effect because it's not likely going to happen. Whereas Rabbi Eliezer says, no, as long as, it does happen, that's okay. Anyway, and that's the machloket between Rabbi Eliezer and Chachamim about the issue of nolad and whether nolad uproots a neder. We'll stop here as we always do. We'll dedicate our learning to my father, Harab Simcha Ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.